Hi, my name is Isabelle Funkhouser. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a current student at George Mason University, where I study health administration and a minor in public health. And over the winter break, I had the opportunity to take the trauma-informed training with Ms. Krista Shiflett at the Warren Coalition, and I'm here to tell you why you should take it too. So, I took the training because Ms. Krista had been visiting my dad at RSW Regional Jail for the past year. And before Miss Krista came into my dad's life, he had no hope or confidence in himself, which caused him to relapse and find himself in and out of incarceration. But now, since he's been talking to Miss Krista every week, he has learned that he is powerful and he is strong and he has the capability to fight anything that comes his way, especially his addiction. He has brought so many demons to life and fought them head on, and now he doesn't have to shield them by his old bad habits. For that, I'm forever grateful for Miss Krista, and that's how she inspired me to become trauma-informed. I wanted to be able to help people like my dad, and I wanted to be able to help anyone that's been through trauma. And that's what this trauma-informed training did to me. I'm going to tell you 2 things that I learned from the trauma-informed training. And I'm going to only tell you 2 because you should take it and learn it for yourself. So, the first is people can only be as good as they want to be. So for me, that means my version of best and your version of best is different. So just because I'm doing my best and you're doing your best, that doesn't mean that it's going to look the same. In my personal life, I feel like I've held my dad to such a high standard because that's a standard that I hold to myself. But maybe he isn't capable of reaching that standard just yet. So I need to respect his best and be proud of him for doing his best instead of trying to get him to do my best. So another thing that I learned is it's not about you. That's another thing that's really important, because have you ever heard, why are you making this about you? This conversation's not about you. I know I have, and I'm sure you have too, whether you'd like to admit it or not. So for me, in my personal life, that meant I always made my dad's addiction about me. I thought it was my fault. I never understood why he was missing my school events, why he couldn't be at my birthday parties, or why he missed my high school graduation just last year. I blamed myself for my dad's addiction. But honestly, it's not about me, and it's never been about me. And until I finished this trauma-informed training, I never really understood that. I always blamed myself, but it was always about him, his emotions, and his ability to fight his addiction. It was never about me, and I think that's something we all need to understand. It's not about you, and just when you tell someone else something, it's not about them. Your feelings are valid. We need to reassure one another that their feelings are valid, and we need to always be kind. And that's what the trauma-informed training taught me. Those 2 things have stuck with me every single day since the trauma-informed training, and they will continue to stick with me, and I will think about them when I talk to anyone from school, and my family, my friends, at work. I will always be kind, and remember, you never know what someone else is going through, and it's not about you, it's about them. So, the trauma-informed training is very important. I just told you 2 things that I learned. I hope you take this video seriously and you go learn some more. I will be using the trauma-informed training in my everyday life, at work, at school, at home, and I'm sure if you take it, you'll use them too. So, like I said, to be trauma-informed is really important. You may not think you need to be, but after the training, you'll realize what you were missing out on. So, thank you so much. I hope you guys are signing up for the trauma-informed training right now, and you will not regret it. Miss Krista is wonderful, the Warren Coalition is wonderful, and this is such an important thing, especially in this day and time.